Knocking on one door. One don opens it.
And just grabs her by the waist and pulls her in.
Nah! I'm banging on the door! Come out! I'd been friends with these two guys for a couple years after meeting them at the start of college and summer last year. We reconnected after the first lockdown restrictions had been eased. Over this time, I had been in a relationship. However, when me and the lads saw each other again, me and my man had split. We all got really close again, and one night me and the guys went out. The same night, I introduced my best friend to them, and we formed our own little friendship group. So it's two girls and two guys at this point, right?
Yeah. I'm following. I'm there.
One of the guys and my girl really hit it off and kind of started seeing each other.
Okay.
And me and my other friend, Kai, started a friends with benefits thing.
Okay.
I should mention that even though me and my man had split, we were still sleeping together on a regular.
Here we go.
Of course. I've been to my friends with benefit house once and we started getting down to it, but my man's stuff was just not working.
Ooh.
I thought that maybe he was just a bit rusty and didn't think too much of it. The four of us decided to stay at my girl's flat for a weekend, and therefore was going to be another chance for me and him to get down to it. Bearing in mind my man had been hyping this weekend up to the max. Dangerous. Guys always take that risk, innit? You hype it because you believe it.
Of course.
You believe it.
Of course.
Right. The time came that we were going to get down to it. And
Second time round, yeah?
This is the second time round. We're getting
okay.
down to it. My man came before I'd even really touched it. I was disappointed, but didn't want to make him feel bad, so we just left it. Awkwardly, the first thing that came to mind was to message my ex to see if he was awake, so that maybe I could get some form of satisfaction, but he was asleep. The next day, I was icked to the max by him, but I still had another night to spend with him. Oh, God.
Oh, this is torment.
So I purposefully fell asleep on the sofa before everyone else. We drove home the next day, and I've not really spoken to him since. Am I the asshole? Oh, dearie me. That was actually a far more enjoyable read than I anticipated.
Oh, that's so peak.
He must have been pulling his hair out.
Devastated. Absolutely devastated. But I don't necessarily think she's the arsehole purely because, one, yes, he was hyping it up, but it's understandable. I think any human being would hype it up, that situation. She wasn't sexually satisfied, so you can't really... Sometimes when women are... Well, not sometimes. Most times when women aren't sexually satisfied, they're going to get a bit, like, frustrated, innit? And it's normal. It's absolutely normal.
He was livid.
Fam, if it was me and you, and then we got two things to a yard... This happened to me, and first night I couldn't get up. Second night I nutted before she even touched it. Third night she slept on the sofa, and you were just clapping cheeks. Everyone's
vexed.
Everyone's going home. Everyone's going home.
I'd have to tell you, fam. You need to sort it out tonight. When she's asleep on the sofa, I say, wake her the fuck up. Let's go. Let's go. He should be, his friend's the asshole.
Yeah.
His friend should have coached him through that.
Because to be fair, yeah, because they would have spoken at it for sure.
Fam, he would have had to have spoken about it, but bro, I fumbled the bag again. And she's falling asleep on the sofa and I've just been busting nuts. Bro, I would have told you, fam. Listen, I would have grabbed your hand to the chest and we're like, come on. Big man like Fuhad. Look at you. You're a beast, fam. Come on.
I'm vexed because obviously we're just thinking about these 3 nights, but I'm thinking these men had to spend the day together.
The whole day. What the fuck did they do in the daytime?
When they're all at the dinner table having food? Because obviously she's told her girl, and obviously I've told my boy, I've told you basically.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
Everyone
knows that I'm a flop. I'm literally a flop.
You're the joke of the weekend.
And
You're the joke of the cottage.
Oh my God. Them man are cuddling in the next room and you're in the bed. I'm basically in the bed all alone.
Yeah, you slept in the bed alone.
Alone. Just all you can hear is the wind whistling. Vex.
And then the next day we just drove home in silence. Nah, I'm livid.
She probably said, I beg you drop me off at my ex's yard. Imagine.
Just drop me here.
Imagine
she just dropped me here and you're like,
what? Where's there?
And you just see her knocking on one door. One don opens it.
And just grabs her by the waist and pulls her in.
Nah! I'm banging on the door! Come out! I can do better.
It would have to be.
That's my manhood.
I can imagine it like a scene from The Office, because you know they got the camera tick where they always look at the camera. So she
knocks. She comes in and the camera goes to my man.
Zooms into my man. He looks at the camera. He looks at us. Grabs her, smiles and closes the door, and it pans to my man. Just in the car, and he winds the window up and drives off.
And then it pans to the brethren in the front seat, and he's Jim. It's just like,
It's just Pam and Jim.
Pam and Jim.
That's not my business, cuz. We nutted last night.
Oh no.
Oh, that's hilarious. Thank you for that.
Everything you have as a man rides on that.
Oh, that's vex. That's vexing. I will be so annoyed. Thank you for that, Ram. Thank you for that. Because that's made my day.
That's made my day.
The long story short, no, you're not the arsehole, because
No, you did what you had to do.
you did what you had to do. You did give him a second chance. He flopped the second chance. I understand sexual frustration, so I'm not even mad at the fact that you message your ex, because it happens. Like we said, we've learned a lot more about females' sexual frustration during this podcast, or from this podcast rather. So yeah, it is what it is, man. You tried to get your nut. You clearly wanted it from him. He didn't give it to you, so boom.
His loss in it.
His definitely.
He should have spoke up.
He should have.